So this is a Hall Effect keyboard. If you haven't heard of them, I'm surprised because they've taken over the gaming world by storm lately. Apparently, it's just that much better. But why is it that much better, and what are we getting out of this? So that's the point of the video, you fucking idiot. So today we're gonna take a deep dive, well, not a deep dive, but like a shallow lunge into a Hall Effect switch, how it works, how it's different, and maybe why it's better. Let's get into that. Our magnet is gonna be up here inside of our palm, and when we press down on our keycap, this whole assembly right here is gonna push down and come into this empty space, and that's how you're gonna press your whole switch. Now, the main thing of the magnetic switch is that you have this guy at the bottom. He's your Hall Effect sensor, the Hiss. And what the Hiss job is to measure the location of this guy. And it's really, really good at it. So basically, you can have it be on a hairpin trigger to the point where if you so much as graze the top of this keycap, he's gonna activate immediately and consider that to be a full keyboard press before you have even had the time to push it all the way down. So now, why is this helpful? Well, it's helpful because you can customize it. You're able to change the actuation for every single key in the board. And when you're a gamer, I think you know how important your WASD is, especially A and D when you're strafing. So it means that you can use this along with some other computer wizardry to make it so you can put in programs in this, specifically programs like SnapTap or SOCD. Now, SnapTap and SOCD basically means that if I press this A switch and then I press the D switch, it's gonna override the fact that I haven't lifted my A yet, and it's gonna immediately act as if I'm not touching A and I'm fully pressing D. Why is that helpful? Well, counter strafing is hard, and when you have a computer doing it, computers are usually better at it. So in games like Counter-Strike, this is actually already banned just because it's too good in that game. So just to recap how it works, when I press down, it'll push my palm in this whole system and it will come down and slot into here. Meanwhile, our Hall Effect sensor is gonna be measuring the location of this guy, and he'll activate at whatever I told him to. So if I tell him I want him to activate when it reaches this line, that's what he'll do. And if I tell him that I want him to activate right up here as soon as possible, it'll do that as well. And then after all of this is compressed and you've done your switch, you can have it released before you've even physically released. When you do physically release, you have a spring that's round around the bottom here, and it'll push it all back up. You have really no mechanical wear and tear. So this just works. And frankly, no, I don't think that it's marketing hype. This is a more durable system. It's more customizable, and it's just better in pretty much every way. So if you liked the video and you learned something, do the thing on the sign and have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.